To the men who are already over 60, I want to start with something many of you know very well. That feeling of waking up in the middle of the night, not once, but 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times. That annoyance of getting out of bed, walking half asleep in the dark, only to find that your stream is weak, that your bladder never seems to empty completely. This routine wears down not only your body, but also your mind, draining the energy and motivation you need to get through the day. It's common to think this is just part of aging, that there's not much to do other than accept it and move on. But the truth is, this constant discomfort affects much more than your sleep. It messes with your mood, reduces your ability to concentrate, and even interferes with your family life. After all, nights of poor sleep start to pile up, creating a cycle that harms your health as a whole. And I know this can also create a silent worry. Could this turn into something more serious? Before those negative thoughts take over, I want you to take a deep breath, because even though it may seem complicated, there are simple and natural ways to help your body regain balance and comfort. Many times, what's missing is not a strong medication or an expensive procedure, but just a small adjustment in your daily diet. Nature offers solutions that help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support your prostate's natural function. And that's why we're here today, because there is a specific type of nut that can make a huge difference in your life. We're not talking about a miracle cure, but about a food that works with your body, strengthening internal processes that are already there. And understanding this is the first step to getting back more peaceful nights of sleep and days with more energy. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you 5 nuts that can support your prostate health. And at the end, I'll reveal the one I consider the most powerful, the number 1, the one I constantly recommend as part of the routine for men your age. This nut usually surprises a lot of people, and it might surprise you too. But before we get to it, we need to follow an important path, because to solve a problem the right way, it's essential to understand where it comes from. So before we talk about the nuts, I want to explain, in a simple way, what's really happening inside your body. When I say that a nut can help reduce the enlargement of your prostate, a lot of people raise an eyebrow. It sounds way too simple, doesn't it? But the human body works through details, through tiny reactions that, when added together, can completely transform your well-being. And that's exactly what natural foods can do. They talk to your metabolism, your cells, and your circulation. Unlike medications that act in a direct and sometimes aggressive way, foods with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties work like quiet reinforcements. They help your body function better from the inside, reducing irritation in the prostate, easing the pressure on the urethra, and supporting a more natural urine flow. In recent years, science has been discovering that diet influences men's health much more than we used to imagine. I still get surprised when patients tell me they never imagined that what they eat could affect how comfortable it is to urinate. But when we start adjusting their diet and adding specific nuts, many report improvement in just a few weeks. This happens because these nuts help regulate hormones, reduce inflammation, and improve blood flow in the pelvic area. And when all of that improves, the prostate is under less pressure and responds better. Here's the key point. You don't have to change your entire life. You don't need to learn a bunch of new recipes or follow complicated diets. You just need to add one simple food a day. A single right nut, eaten regularly, already activates internal processes that help your body stabilize. It might sound like a very small change, but small changes repeated every day are extremely powerful. Throughout the video, I want to show you exactly how this works. And most importantly, I want to show you how this solution is accessible, practical, and safe. No complications, no unnecessary interventions, just small adjustments that respect your body's natural rhythm. At the end, when I reveal nut number 1, you'll understand why it plays such a special role. But before that, we need to understand better what's going on inside your prostate. That knowledge will make everything that comes next much clearer. The prostate is a small gland, but a very important one. Located just below the bladder, it wraps around a small part of the tube that carries urine out of the body, called the urethra. An easy way to picture it is to imagine a small ring around a straw. While that ring is the right size, the urine flows through without any problem, but when it grows, it starts squeezing the straw, making the flow harder. This growth is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. And as the name says, it's not directly related to cancer, but it can cause a lot of discomfort. Over time, the prostate naturally grows in almost all men. This process begins around age 40, but it's after 60 that the symptoms really start to bother. And that doesn't mean something is wrong. It means your body is going through natural changes. When the prostate enlarges, it presses on the urethra, which weakens the urine stream, increases urgency, and can even cause that dripping that is so annoying. It can also give you the feeling that your bladder never completely empties, and that feeling makes you go to the bathroom more often, including at night, which really harms your rest. It's like your body gets stuck in a loop. But what many men don't know is that this process has a direct connection with inflammation, blood circulation, and even diet. The prostate is a sensitive gland, influenced by hormones, oxidative stress, and even fluid buildup. That's why small adjustments can make a big difference. When we manage to reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and support hormonal balance, the prostate tends to become less swollen. And this is exactly where nuts come in. They contain specific nutrients that help improve all three of these factors at the same time. It's as if they act like reinforcements working from the inside out. That's why adding them to your routine can help a lot with urinary comfort. But before we get into our list, I want to explain something essential. You have more power over this gland's health than you might think. Understanding your prostate is not just about relieving symptoms. It's also about making better, more conscious decisions that can protect your health in the coming years. And now that you know how it works, you're ready to discover how simple changes can make a real difference. When the prostate grows, the first signs are subtle. Maybe it takes you a few extra seconds to start urinating. Maybe you wake up one more time during the night. Maybe you notice that you need to get to the bathroom with more urgency. In the beginning, many men ignore these signs, thinking it's something temporary, but they become more frequent and start interfering with daily life. However, beyond the physical discomfort, there's another important aspect: the emotional impact. I've seen many men who felt embarrassed, irritated, or even anxious because of these symptoms. The truth is, nobody likes to feel they're losing control over their own body. And when that happens, many stop going out at night, avoid long trips, or start making adjustments they never had to think about before. Life becomes smaller, more restricted. Another important point is sleep quality. Nocturia, which is the need to get up at night to urinate, is one of the most common symptoms of BPH, and every interruption breaks your deep sleep, leading to accumulated tiredness. This not only reduces your energy, but also affects memory, mood, and even appetite. In older men, poor sleep can increase the risk of falls, heart problems, and loss of muscle mass. The good news is that, in most cases, these symptoms can be managed with simple changes. Adjusting your diet, adding light exercise, and including anti-inflammatory foods can reduce discomfort in just a few weeks. The goal is not to replace medical monitoring, but to complement it in a natural and effective way. And when we talk about nuts, we're talking about functional foods. They're not just snacks. They're sources of nutrients that act directly on the processes responsible for inflammation and prostate growth. But each nut has its own strengths and its own way of working. That's why the list you're about to see was put together very carefully. Now that you understand the full picture, you're ready for our countdown. We'll start with nut number 5, and at the end, we'll get to the one I consider the most important of all. Pistachios are a tasty, colorful nut, but their benefits go far beyond flavor. They contain important antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which help reduce oxidative stress in prostate cells. That oxidative stress is one of the drivers of inflammation, and lowering that inflammation helps reduce urinary discomfort. In addition, pistachios have a very special nutrient called arginine. This amino acid helps your body produce nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels. That improves circulation, including in the pelvic region. With more blood reaching the prostate cells, the gland functions better and tends to stay less irritated. And when circulation improves, many men also report better sexual function. Another interesting point is that pistachios contain fiber that supports digestion and a feeling of fullness. That's important because extra weight around the belly area can increase pressure on the bladder. Keeping your weight under control is one of the ways to reduce irritation in the prostate. Pistachios help in this process naturally without complications. Studies also show that regular pistachio consumption helps balance cholesterol levels. And as we've already talked about, good circulation is essential for urinary comfort. Pistachios help create an internal environment that's more favorable for the prostate to function well, allowing it to stay healthier over time. This nut is easy to include in your daily life. You can eat it plain, mix it with fruit, or add it to savory dishes. The important thing is consistency. Small portions every day help your body take advantage of its nutrients. And that's what opens the door to the next nut on our list, just as powerful as it is delicious. Now that you understand how pistachios can help, let's move on to nut number 4, which stands out especially for its antioxidant effect. Almonds are one of the most popular nuts, and there are excellent reasons for that. They're rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects prostate cells from damage. This protection is essential to keep inflammation under control, which reduces discomfort when you urinate. The less inflamed the gland is, the less pressure there is on the urethra, and the more comfortable the urine flow becomes. Almonds also contain magnesium, a mineral that helps your body regulate muscle and nerve function. The prostate is a muscular gland, and having adequate levels of magnesium helps it work properly. Many men report an improvement in that feeling of heaviness and less urgency to urinate after adding almonds to their routine. The fiber found in almonds also plays an important role. It helps digestion and supports a healthy gut. A healthy gut reduces systemic inflammation that can affect the prostate. The connection between the intestines and the prostate is stronger than it seems, and fiber-rich foods contribute directly to this balance. Another interesting point is that almonds help balance blood sugar levels. That's important because spikes in blood sugar can contribute to inflammation. When your body is kept in a more stable state, urinary symptoms also tend to be less intense, and almonds are a perfect fit for that mission. Their versatility is a big advantage. You can eat them plain, pair them with fruit, use them as flour, or even as almond butter. The important thing is that they bring benefits no matter the format. And as we go down this list, each nut becomes more powerful than the last. Now that you've seen the power of almonds, get ready, because the next nut goes beyond taste and reaches even deeper into urinary health. Pecans are known for their mild flavor and buttery texture, but their benefits go far beyond taste. They contain a special form of vitamin E called gamma-tocopherol. This type of antioxidant is extremely effective at fighting free radicals associated with prostate inflammation. It's as if it helps extinguish small pockets of irritation that, together, lead to major discomfort. Pecans also contain healthy fats that help balance cholesterol levels, and as we've already highlighted, good circulation is crucial for prostate health. When blood flows better, the prostate receives more nutrients and oxygen. This supports its natural function and reduces symptoms of pressure and urgency. Another important point is the presence of zinc. This mineral plays a key role in men's health. It's involved in hormone production and helps maintain the balance needed for the prostate to work properly. Men with adequate zinc levels tend to report more vitality, more energy, and less urinary discomfort. Pecans are also rich in fiber, which helps regulate the intestines. A balanced gut reduces gas and bloating that can press on the bladder and, as a result, increase discomfort when urinating. That's why, even indirectly, pecans help so much with urinary well-being. They're a food that supports several areas of the body at the same time. It's easy to include pecans in your daily routine. A small portion as a snack, mixed into salads, or combined with fruit already offers benefits. And their mild flavor makes this even easier. But as we move up the scale of potency, the next nut is even stronger in its impact on prostate health. Get ready, because we're getting close to number 1. But before that, let's talk about the nut that takes second place. The Brazil nut is a true nutritional powerhouse. Its main highlight is selenium, an essential mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant. It helps your body reduce inflammation, protect prostate cells, and keep internal processes running more efficiently. This protection is crucial for men who want to reduce urinary discomfort in a natural way. With just 1 or 2 nuts a day, you can already reach adequate selenium levels. That makes this nut very practical. There's no need to eat large quantities. You just need to be consistent. Besides that, Brazil nuts also contain magnesium and zinc, essential minerals for hormonal balance and proper muscle function. The healthy fats they provide also bring benefits for the heart. Strong, healthy circulation is essential to reduce pressure on the prostate. When blood flows better, the gland stays less irritated. And this improved flow also supports men's sexual health, a topic many men over 60 care deeply about. Another important point is that selenium helps strengthen the immune system. A well-protected body is less susceptible to inflammation. That creates a more balanced and stable internal environment. And when the body is in balance, urinary symptoms tend to decrease. It's an indirect effect, but a very powerful one. Brazil nuts are also known for improving mood and energy. Men who eat them regularly often report feeling more energized and mentally clearer. That supports overall well-being, which is essential for anyone seeking a better quality of life. But even with all these benefits, there's one nut I consider even more important. The cashew nut is, without a doubt, the most surprising one on this list. Despite being very common in Brazil, few people realize its power for prostate health. It's especially rich in zinc, a mineral that's fundamental for hormonal balance and proper gland function. Men with good zinc levels tend to have less inflammation, better urine flow, and more energy in their daily lives. Cashews also contain natural antioxidants that help protect prostate cells from damage. This protection reduces irritation and helps the tissue maintain its natural size. As a result, many men report reduced urinary urgency and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, something that greatly improves sleep quality. Another very important point is that cashews contain healthy fats that help regulate cholesterol. This directly supports blood circulation, allowing your body to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the prostate. When blood flow is good, the prostate works better and stays less swollen. Cashews also support emotional well-being. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your body produce serotonin, the feel-good hormone. Many men say they feel calmer and less stressed when they eat cashews regularly. And as I've already mentioned, stress directly influences inflammation. Because they're tasty and versatile, it's easy to add cashews to your diet. You can eat them plain, mix them into salads, or pair them with fruit. The important thing is to keep a daily habit. Small amounts are enough to support your body in a deep way. And it's for all these reasons that cashews take first place on our list. Now that you know their properties, you can start including them in your routine to improve your comfort and quality of life. We've reached the end of our journey, and I hope that now you understand how small daily choices can deeply transform your health. You don't have to wait for your symptoms to get worse before you act. Nature offers simple, accessible, and effective resources that can help your body function in a more balanced way. The cashew nut, which we revealed as number 1, is a clear example of this. With powerful nutrients, it supports the key processes that influence urinary health and male well-being. And the best part is that it doesn't require huge changes, just consistency and patience. Your body responds when you give it what it truly needs. But I want to reinforce something important. Every step counts. If you add just one of these nuts to your routine, you'll already be making a big move in the right direction. And if you combine that with good hydration, light walks, and regular sleep, the results can be even better. It's the combination of habits that creates real transformation. If this video brought you clarity, learning, and hope, leave a comment telling me which nut you're going to start eating today. Your experience can inspire other men who are also looking for comfort and a better quality of life. And if you want to receive more simple, direct, and natural guidance on how to take care of your male health, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, my commitment is to always bring you objective, accessible, and safe information, so you can live with more energy, peace of mind, and well-being.